opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. The punter, Jake Camarda, ready to get this one going. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Jones. Running in the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he is on 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Hopkins is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs 1 more stop here on 4th. You're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the 1st on 4th down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second. From the 27. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Fry connected with Xavier Worthy there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. On target to Worthy. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give left side to Mostert. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Going right back to Mostert. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Camarda on to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 48, Jones reels it in. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders. With it, 3rd and 2. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football talk about the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Jones wants more. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from the gun. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll go again with Mostert. He's off again. Down the sideline inside the 30. And that is a touchdown. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Now Camarda on to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 14. Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on. It turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Throwing it again here. On target to Musgrave. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
From the 17. Hits his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They're throwing it. That's complete to Musgrave. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and goal. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. Brushes him off with ease. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they... Out of the gun, it's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
This, our last play of the quarter. Jones trying the left side. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running right, this is Jones. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third down from the gun. He'll have the first down and even more. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now a give to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Jones. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Touchdown! Now in the close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He beams one deep right side. It is caught at the 20. He makes puts it in for the touchdown. The Chargers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the fourth. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Going with Jones on the ground. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Pass play coming here. He's got Harrison. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for first down. A give left side to Jones. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Able to find Jones. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll go down here at the 16. The defense takes its third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The Black Hole can take that party over to